Hello, boys and girls. This is Old Man Yells at Cloud for my Blue Powder Monkeys Patreon. We are here today, Valentine's Day, to do a short little bit on the artist guest of honor spread. And something new I thought I'd try out this time is sound on. So yeah, the last one I did like an hour and then looked up and saw the little blinky light on my microphone saying that I hadn't actually pushed it to play and was like wah wah. So I mean that might have been better. Maybe the sound of my voice annoys you during these things. Feel free to comment, but you're gonna have to listen to me again, I guess. All right. I also realized I haven't been recording these. I've just been doing them live because I thought about it's like I could just do like a highlight thing for like an hour of just like what do they call that? Not stop motion, time lapse, just like a quick time lapse of the thing. But I haven't been recording them, so unless I'm going to be able to pull them down off of YouTube somehow, which I'm not sure I can do. But anyway, all of that is whatever. I'm going to punch up our ELO here as usual. This album always goes so fast. Anyway, all right. Sounds fast. Speaking of fast, no, playback speed normal. All right, let's fucking do it. Right to be. All right, yesterday in the silence, in the dead silence, we worked on the guest of honor spreads. So this is the first time I've seen them since then, and fresh eyes are always interesting. This, I wasn't super happy with this last night when I quit, but looking at it today, I'm like, okay, yeah, I think it works out fine. And the little block text I was trying with the space in between definitely didn't work. This is much more readable. That one I still like, is fine. I just realized we got square. This is another case of the subconscious working on things, I guess. This one has some random squares in it. This one has some random circles representing the Galilean moons and orbit publishing. And she has hexes. And then this one is just, there's no shapes here. I could put little triangles in here, I guess, if I wanted, but that would be kind of interesting and weird. When I was a boy, this is so colorful. This thing's, aside from that, that's still a good color though. That's still a good black and white thing. All right, so I'm gonna leave. There was part of me wondering if I was gonna put any color in the background, but I really like the white. So I think we're gonna keep with the white background. It'll be unusual and stick out, basically. All right. So let's get up to here. I'd worked on most of this. What I wanted to come back in and do is sort of as organic and scattered as all of these are. I kind of need them to be more lined up, and I need to think a little bit more about how I want to do the text as well, because it's crowding the sides a little bit. But we're going to start something a little easier, which is going to be these sidebars here. I got to switch their colors up. When I was a boy, I had a dream. Okay, so this is, what's going on here? There we go. What the heck? So there's the lavender. So this lady here, we're going to keep. This lady here, oh, I need to check. She might not have sent me a high res of this. This might be one of the ones that's copyrighted. That is going to throw a huge wrench into things. But it can't be helped. Yeah, I think she was unable to send me this. Oh my goodness. Geneva, if you're watching, I ain't mad. It's going to sound like I'm mad, but I'm not mad. I totally get it. Yeah. So she's done commissioned artwork because that's what good artists do. And this was for, I think she said Beyonce. Let's see the thing here. Yeah, children's book. All right. Well, this is going to be a little more action than I thought because I'm going to have to rework this entire spread. See, that sounded like I was mad, but I'm not mad because I totally understand. Like, these things are held under copyrights, and if you don't have the rights to print them or whatever, then you don't. That's it. It's nothing she can do about it, and it is what it is. Ah, all right, but it does mean again I'm gonna have to fucking scrap this whole thing. So if you are watching again, not mad, and I hope you enjoyed what could have been. All right. You know, I punched this one up yesterday and really liked it. That may be what gets done. All right, well, let's do this first. This is gonna, it pains me, but off you go. Oh my God. And I don't have an excuse to do hexes anymore. Oh, my heart. All right. Let's get this text out of here. Oh, those aren't connected? That was dumb of me. Oh, I did one of the edit delete. Yeah, I did one of the edit delete things. What is going on here? Back again. My back is feeling okay today. Thanks for asking. Turns out I very, very much likely have a pinched nerve of some kind. And one of the cures for a pinched nerve is the standing desk, which I'm using right now. Award-winning, blah, 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 blah. Caught between nostalgia and calm. Beautiful how life can be. Focus atmosphere and magic realism, giving a sense of calm and nostalgia. Appalachia, glorious nature, and geeky interest. Aims to make people. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. Day to the end. Sorrow. Oh, what was that? Oh. Why did half? All right. Well, opacity hexes. There we go. Yoink. Opacity hexes. Boink. Oh, goodness. I'm huffing like I'm annoyed at something, but I'm not. I'm actually kind of, you kind of get excited to do a new thing, right? Like, I did like the old thing, but sometimes you got to let things go. Let's see. Shift Control M. Yes. In sorrow. Hello. Hello. Steady to the bone. Part of me almost wants to quit. No, not forever. Quit for today, and I like giving things thought, thought process, basically. Then no one's going to be able, yeah, it's fucking white. No one can tell whether or not it's perfect or not. Oops, I just moved it. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Okay. Oh, actually, there. Go view. Cool. Cool. Now I see. I see what's happening here. Okay, this is fine. It's all fine. Everything's good. You're picturing the meme of the dude sitting in the room on fire. Everything's fine. There's probably a thing in here. There's a thing in Illustrator where you can make the frame conform to the image size. And I bet that's in here, but I'm not going to look it up for now. Okay, cool. I was like, do we have that stupid thing that happens when I can't use my touch screen for some reason? But it's fine. There we go. And then neck. So there's obviously a lot of white space at the top, and it looks like all of that. So I can do that. Oh, I bet I know what I can do. Let's try this. I have this set on max right now, or min, probably. Oh, that got smaller. I don't want that. So that must mean it's already set on min. Nope, that's even worse. All right, what else we got here? Stretch, no. Size frame to content. Oh, but she's got the little white space on either side of it as part of the thing. So that's not going to work either. All right, cool. Cool. All right, so that's not scaling it. What you don't want is things to stretch. So you kind of watch the figure. I'm moving around, and then she's staying the same. If I do this, I guess that's the same too. It kind of goes from the corner. What about this one? Oh yeah, all right, cool. So let's go from the corner to here. Getting there. Darkness. Just remember, it's all right. It's all right to be true. I like all this little stuff down here. On you. This doesn't matter. It's just my need to be fucking exact on shit. Yeah, it doesn't matter, right? That corner doesn't look weird. No. Says okay, so let's work on the stuff we know we're going to do first before we start freaking out about other shite. And oceans get you no matter what you do. The sun will shine. All right, this is Control Alt D. No, Control D. What did Control D do? No. Shift Control D. Yes. And that is how I learn shortcuts. Try to find it, try to love it. Now I hate it through. The sun will shine on you. Okie dokie. Now, I love this painting, but the match isn't super matchy. So let's see if there's something else that matches sort of color-wise. There's not much. She sent me a painting of Taco Bell, which I think is pretty awesome. It's like a random Taco Bell thing. Which there is a Taco Bell across the street from the convention, so it would be completely appropriate. Oh, that might work. Yeah, that might work. Oh, there's also a dude here. Oh, shit. Drag, babe. Oh, what a drag, babe. You're telling me. You're telling me. Go your way, I go mine. next time. He is so organic. This, and then this just has this hard stop, so. Yeah, I'm leaning towards her. The blues don't match perfectly, but they're close. I like this one as well. Oh. But the blues actually are okay, but there's also a lot of orange in the teal that she uses. I don't know what the other one was. There was another one that I'm not going to be able to use. It's, I think, down in the spread in the gallery somewhere. But that's not going to be that big of a deal to take care of. All right, my lovely. Fare thee well. You were there. Let's do this. Let's turn. Instead, all my life. All my life. So glad I found you. Just wanna be around you all my life. All my life I've reached for you. You were never there for you. Around once or twice. There was an affair or two. My life. All my life. I'm so glad I found you. What? Be around you all my life. Stormy. Stormy, hi. Hi, Stormy. Oh, that definitely fills the space. Fuck. I'm so glad I found you. Just wanna be around you all my life. Whoop, what am I doing here? Let's do this. New. The old me would have just like texted Beyonce and been like, "Hey, can I use this thing?" I used to do. I guess I don't know if I'm going to do them again, but I used to do a lot of short films, 40-hour competitions and that kind of thing. I still do a lot of writing, screenplay writing, and all that. But we did a short film, and there was a band that I really liked that was kind of um, not super huge. The people that were in it produced a lot of music for like Queens of the Stone Age and that kind of thing. So they did pretty well in their producing sort of career. But the band that they had a niche. It's pretty grungy, but anyway, I liked it. And the last album they did, they are very proud that they were able to kind of produce it themselves and owned all the rights to it and all the rest of that. And on a lark, I texted the dude and was like, "Hey, can I use your thing in this short film I'm doing?" And he freaking wrote back just like half an hour later. He's like, "Yeah, you're not making any money on it or anything, are you?" And I'm like, "No, you don't make any money on short indie films. Like, they basically suck as far as that's concerned." It's like, "Yeah, go for it." And I was like, "Oh, sometimes I guess you should just ask." Like, sometimes it works out. Nope. Nope. Yep. So that would be the ultimate kind of funny, is like, "Hey, Beyonce, can I use this painting?" She'd be all like, "Sure." But no, it's fine. So, let's see. Just before you go, then you should know I found somebody new, and I'm leaving you. Talk to me. Talk to me. None you to remember. So I'm not able to do opacity stuff with this, right? So I could grab this and do that, or grab this and do that. But I kind of want it to be a little bit opaque, or a little bit of fade through like I've been doing on other stuff. So I'm going to just make it its own thing. And the other talk to me. Is that the right square for this? Oh, they're all the same size, so let's just do it. Yeah. Realize, come on and talk to me, step at a time. No. One step at a time. It's not horrible. Can't even tell. Right? Like that doesn't. I mean, I guess you can tell a little bit because of the lavenders that get lost. Oh, let's do this. Oh, go fuck yourself. There we go. Now you can tell. In the universe, all alone. In the universe. There was also a way to change the opacity from the inside different than the stroke in Illustrator. And that's another thing I'm not sure if you can do in Affinity, but I'm assuming you can. But ooh, bright. Thank you. In the universe. Oh, fuck, that's too big. Too bad. Oh, it's 116. There was supposed to be a decimal. And alone. That seems so big. It's a long, long way from home. Oh. Do I have any spaces? Not using outline very much. 2.8? That's 2.8. There's a different 2.8, I'm afraid. No, 7.8. Okay. Willingness to show and urged long, long from home. Ooh, 8. Whoa, okay. Yeah, better. Now I'm going to do one more thing, which is going to make hers a little different than the others, but that's how it has to go. Bump to there. I think that's going to be okay. That is 92%. So at 100%, it's going to be a little sketchy, but fine. All right. And we made it to the end. Yellow again. So let's see what we got here. Moving Pictures by Rush. Mind if I do? I haven't listened to this album forever. I used to listen to 2112 all the time because I was a teenager. And it was the late 70s or whatever, and it was cool. I don't know why I'm missing. Maybe that got deleted or something. I don't think there's a number there anymore. About today's events. Oh, shit. Is that fucking italic? Are they all fucking italic? What did I do there? Oh my god. I think that was cool. All right, well, let's call it good for now. Probably is. Oh, italic sucks. Oh, hold on. All right, so I got brought a bowl of leftover cake batter, so I had to go eat some of that. Liz and I are not Halloween. We're not Valentine's Day people, um, which is fine. Like if you are, that's super cool. My best friend Mike and his wife, they're like very much Valentine's people, but we don't really like. I had kind of even forgotten it was Valentine's Day until I was hanging out with Mike and his wife yesterday. They're like, oh yeah, we're gonna do all this and this and this and this for Valentine's Day, and I was like, oh fuck, it's Valentine's Day. So when I came home, um, talking to Liz, it was like, we got a box of cake mix up on this upper shelf here that we haven't touched in probably a year or whatever. We just bought it on a lark one day, and then just I'll come home sometimes and get surprise brownies, which is kind of cool. So she'll just buy stuff sometimes, and it'll just like hang out, or I'll just buy stuff sometimes, and it'll just hang out. Because I do most of the grocery shopping actually, so it probably was me. But anyway, point of all this um, was I was like, hey, why don't we make a cake for Valentine's Day? because it's you never need an excuse to eat cake, but let's use an excuse to eat cake. So she just brought me down the last of the little batter to lick the bowl, so to speak. Was it really worth it, you big dummy, for using italics and then having to go back and change all these and check? So yeah, and then we had a frosting discussion, which normally it's a yellow cake, so you go with the classic, chocolate frosting thing or whatever. Oh, really? All right. Well, I'm just gonna have to remember that. But I think we're going with butterscotch frosting. Okay. So right now, the screw ups are this page. So I guess I was a dummy. I wonder if I can get away with doing this. I know I promised you an artist guest of honor spread, and I'm getting distracted again, but you know who you're watching. Oh, really? Is that whole... No, it lines up there. It's up there. Oh, everything's slid down a little bit. All right. Oh, because is the guest of honor, is the guest of honor one different? It shouldn't be. No. I didn't change the margin on this, right? That would have been dumb. What is going on? Okay. Weird. All right, what if I did this? Those are all correct. 5 for 5, 5, 5. 3, no gutter. Oh, but then it comes in just fine. What the heck? All right, whatever. Say again, whatever. Oh. Bow, 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 bow. Gleaming red Alea. Lanes wide. Oh, it shrunk it too. Oh, you bastard. All right. Right color. Oh, because when they're grouped, they shrink up. I learned that early on. The group will like shrink the whole thing. Oh, those margins are off. Oh, goodness. Oh, do I have like a fundamental freaking breakdown here? Come on. All right, so this left side, view guides, 5.8. What the hell? I didn't do 5. Oh, no. Oh, goodness. Did it propagate to all of them? First of all, we're going to get rid of this guy here. So I'm not using that anymore. We're going to get rid of this one. Okay, and we're going to get rid of this one. 5.8. Okay, so all of these. Oh, sorry about that. Check one more time. 5.8. Okay. Oh, this sucks. Don't care about this one. Dun, 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 dun. And that is a text frame, so oh nope. Oh my goodness. All right, we're going to save that for another day that you don't have to watch me go through every single one of these and figure it out. So that's going to include this too. Yeah, all right, we're going to just go back and do some art. Because that's what I promised. However, this is incorrect. This is just flat wrong. Also flat wrong. You can clearly see the split panels in here, so. Oh, because I have the master page on it. All right, so we're going to pretend, we're going to cross our fingers. Hope that is correct. Not sure I need this. So can feel reality beyond the gilded cage. Uh-oh, that has all been equipped to that shouldness barriers and self-intact. I got rid of all the original things, which was dumb. That got changed. No. Oh, because of the dots above the eye. That's what did me in. Dots above the eye, dots above the eye. The G's changed. All right, get to redo it by hand. Merely players, that betrayers. What a day. Why I'm not allowed to affect that way. somewhere in between that. Well, if I hadn't had to redo this whole thing, I might have never discovered that very tiny little margin error. So thanks, Beyonce. Ah, there's this circle. Hello, circle. Where are you at? Oh, there you are. Must have been left over from the other thing. So this is done. Let's lock that down. Let's group that. Oh, let's group this. Get to work on my own stuff after this, which is why I'm not going to go do all that little margin micro work here. I'm just basically going to do this and call it good. Cool. What is this one? It's not YYZ or YYZ. Oh, camera eye. That's right. As Krieger would say, YYZ. Oh, no. No. Bad. Bad outline. There we go. Oh, there we go. 100% someone who proofs this is going to be like, I can't read this over here, the faded brr. I have a little old man rant about the literalism of today's youth, which it's a little weird, honestly, and I don't know whether it has to do with the lack or the supposed lack of or removal, I guess, of critical thinking and education, all the rest of that. Not to get this too political, but um, I know a lot of schools have to teach the test now as opposed to the methodology in order just to keep their numbers up or whatever. But yeah, there seems to be an increased amount of people unable to sort of extrapolate or whatever. They just kind of look at it, and if it doesn't click right away, they kind of lock up. It's the reason why you have websites like CinemaSins and all the rest of these things that kind of point out, these ridiculous literalisms or whatever. Anyway, that's my get off my lawn moment there. But yeah, there almost is 100% chance someone will make a comment on this, not understanding that it's just meant to be visual texture. And that, since you can see the word artist reversed here, and there's a whole bunch of other mirrored reflections throughout the beginning of this, that they'd be able to extrapolate this. They may also come in and be like, I can't see this well enough, which is the opposite. It's the same problem in an opposite way. It's like, you don't really need to see everything. It's the sound mixing thing. Like, sound mixing nowadays is horrible in TV and all the rest of that. I'm not going to try to deny that it's not. But there are times where hearing the exact dialogue isn't the point of a thing, right? Like when you're watching visual media, when you're watching movies or whatever, you have to understand what the point of view is. And if it's coming through a specific character that in context of the thing can't actually hear what's being said or is unsure what's being said, then it's kind of a legit reason for you not to understand. One of the many reasons I don't use subtitles, though I'm not crapping on people that use subtitles. I wish subtitle technology was better, but I can't read. I don't know if it's the amount of typography I've done or whatever it is, because typography isn't looking at letters, right? This isn't an A to me or a G when I'm looking at it, which is why you don't want me editing things in documents like that. If I'm specifically editing, that's a different thing. But if I'm doing like an artistic thing, these aren't letters and words. They're shape, right? And they're negative space. So seeing subtitles, hearing English and seeing subtitles in English just breaks my brain. I can't do it. Unfortunately, Liz is hard of hearing, so she uses subtitles quite a bit, which people that are hard of hearing have to use. Obviously, anybody whose English isn't their first language has to. That's all fine. Our compromise was to get a really probably stupidly overpriced 9.1 Dolby stereo system so that she's got a speaker like right near her that, this dialogue comes through the speakers behind us usually. And then sometimes she just has to ask. She's like, what did they say? And, I have to tell her. Assuming it's something neither one of us has seen before. If it's something that I've seen before, I don't mind turning them on because I can kind of, tune it out, or I can't tune it out actually, but if I've seen something before, it helps. Anyway, that was a weird aside, huh? So I have to admit, I'm not going to probably ever like it as much as the hexagons because that's their first love kind of thing. But this feels pretty solid. I don't feel like I need something to keep up the mirror theme. Maybe I do. Cool. Now there's part of you wondering, or some of you wondering, why I wouldn't try to make this more readable and then do the flipped over this side. And that's not completely a wrong idea. It would be very hard to do, but let's play around with it, right? It's not like we can just go back. So that means we do this. Whoops. Realities. This probably has to be darker. That's actually not horrible. Let's try something else first, though. I should pull the color, so let's pull a different color here. Oop, okay. This isn't going to do much. Yeah, because it's still all, it's basically like what's underneath the skin tones and whatnot. Let's pull some skin tone. It's not great. And then you have this dark kind of going to the light, which isn't cool. Okay. That's not horrible. It's a little unreadable in spots, so let's mess around with our opacities again. Not great. Maybe. It's the other one that did that. It's not horrible either. I could actually, well, actually. Other night. Desk. I am definitely an alcoholic for Dr. Pepper, if there's such a thing. This has kind of a cat people feel to it, which is an old movie, Witch Hunt. Which reminds me, I should listen to the Cat People soundtrack at some point. Maybe next. Yeah, there's still a line there. There we go. Oh, no, you dummy. You dummy. Oh, look at that. I could do it off that little patch of dark, too. Fuck. I don't like that as much. That somehow missed all of them. That's funny. I can see the line like all the way down. Yeah, that's it. That's pretty close to what I had before. Close enough anyway. Oh, because it's an outline, it's not going to snap to it. I was right the first time. Lifter, sensitivity. There we go. I wonder if it's under view. I'm figuring out how to turn off the bounding boxes, if they even call them bounding boxes. Hi, there we go. No, that's not right either. Good. Okay. I'm clicking on a video and it's only 26 seconds long, so I'm like, okay. Preview mode. That's it. Oh, all right. I thought this was preview mode though, right? It is preview mode. Yeah, it's still on. All right, so maybe you can't. Oh, shit. Why would that need to be smaller? That's weird. Ooh, it's starting to smell like cake. I think that is enough micromanaging that nonsense. Didn't do anything down here, did it? Didn't try to dick with me some other way? Okay, cool. All right, so my choice now is to ignore my grid and pop this out so that it covers up these little doodads. Or move her in. One big one. Oh. One big one, one little one. That's going to be close enough for this. Two little ones. So, big one. No, other way. One big one, two little ones. Cool, 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 cool. All right, so now all of this on the Brave Hope, this will work better. All right, and then the secondary Brave Hope, that I can find a cooler. Is that the rect? Oh, no, I want that normal. This is the one I want. Hard light's not horrible. Okay, we're okay with that. Let's go up here to multiply. Better, yeah, it's better. So 75. Yeah. Okay. Cool. 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 It's definitely different. I don't know if I like it more or less. I like it more or less. All right, we're going to leave that and walk away because I don't want to start noodling with stuff and then come back tomorrow and go like, oh, I should have done that. Oh, see? I didn't plan that. But look at that. Subconscious. All right, cool. Enjoy the day. I will more than likely do all the little margin shenanigans offline because you saw what happened and there's no need for anybody to kind of tediously sit through that because I don't think there's anybody out there that likes the sound of my voice or the sound of my silence well enough to have to suffer through that. So that'll be that. Again, have a wonderful day. Feel free to do the whole like and subscribe and all the rest of that stuff if you want to help the channel out. I'm not worried about it either way, to be honest. And we'll see you again.